on my neck. What's up, Rob? Yeah, we live in crystals. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a late ass stream. But I was tired. It was hot, and I was being all introspective and shit. And I was like, well, fuck, I still need to put something out for the content, for the culture. So I figured, why not do something like a mukbang? Give me some of that. So the chat, unfortunately, is kind of small. So what I actually might do, you know what I could do? Hold on. I can make this king shit. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna have it where the chat's a little bit larger on the screen next to me. I have a tablet next to me so I can read the chat better. So this will make this a little bit better. Because the other way, I can't see shit. And I don't like that. But yeah, we eating crystals, boy. We eating crystals. So let's take this out the bag. You can see this in real time. What we got. So this is, like I said, we on full big back activity. So we got tater tots, which is a little abnormal, but they are slept on. Bacon, cheese, crystals. What's up, Holy Dawn? We got, I think, 5 bacon cheese crystals. Oh shit! Oh no! I should have put mukbang in the title. I probably would have did better in views, but it's okay. So we got 5 cheese crystals, lemonade, a large lemonade, and some tots. That's what we have. Be happy, oh no, somebody gonna get me. I mean, this is recorded. He's gonna see this later, yo. So I figured tonight, since damn, I already got, was that 18 people? Guys, Jesus Christ, yo. I didn't think we were gonna slide in like this. Are they good? Oh yeah, that's right. So for those who don't know, and for those who are not from the South, Crystals is the South's version of what you probably know as White Castle. The same small square burgers. They're in these tiny little boxes and shit. That's why you can't just eat 1 or 2 of them. You gotta eat a lot of them. Their wings are good too. Their wings are underrated. If you see me looking over here, it's because I have the tablet that has the chat that's a little bit bigger. So that's what I'm doing. Essentially, I'm watching myself tonight. I mean, I've had White Castle only twice. I've had it twice. The first time I had it wasn't the best representation, and it was when I was in New York. But that was because where we were at, the closest White Castle was like an hour and a half away. So the friend who got it for us had to come an hour and a half with it. And as a result, it was cold by the time I got to eat it. We had to reheat it, which isn't the best representation. The second time I had was when
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Hey Google, mute mic.
To mute the mic, slide the switch on the back of your Nest.
Oh my God.
This will also turn off the camera. You'll know the mic and camera are off when you see a small orange light. The mic and camera are off.
Son of a bitch. I haven't done that in here, so I forgot about that. God damn it. Anywho, when I went to Chicago was the second time I had it. And the second time I had it, it was pretty good. I liked it a lot, actually. So I know it's good. No, not the girlfriend. No. That's I have the Google Nest. Is that what it's called? I think it's what it's called, a Google Nest. Where it's like a tablet on like a mount, but it's not like an actual tablet. Like Google has a tablet now that it essentially can act like that, but this was like when this was just a separate feature. My friend was gonna get rid of it, and I said, "Well, I'll take it." And so I bought it. hooked it up, and it's been in my kitchen for probably 2 years, a year or 2 years. But I figured you guys still deserve some content, so let's just talk. Shoot the shit while I discuss food and life and shit. And just general things I've been up to as a human being and what's going on in the personal life. And hopefully everyone else is doing well. This is just our casual stream. We're eating and we're talking. I don't think I've ever really done a mukbang stream before, or what would be perceived as a mukbang stream. So we'll see how it goes. The viewers have been fluctuating like crazy though. I've gone from like 20 to like 10 to 12. But life is all about experimentation. Hell, hopefully everyone's been doing well. I haven't really seen too much in the world of gaming other than Lollipop Chainsaw potentially getting a new game and anime adaptation. Does pizza eating count as a mukbang? Yeah. Mukbang is just you eating a meal on stream. That's literally what a mukbang is. It's funny, as someone who's overweight, mukbangs don't do anything for me. But I think that's because I'm overweight. From my understanding, when I look up mukbangs and why people are so enthralled with them, it's because it essentially is them living out a fantasy through another video. Meaning you can watch another person eat like a fat fuck on stream or on a video, and you yourself do not reap the harm that comes from eating the kind of foods that they be eating. Because the thing with mukbangs is you have to eat more and more ridiculous shit. Which is possible to do. Don't get it twisted. It is entirely possible to be a successful mukbang channel and still being fit. I think, what's his name? Zach? Is it Zach Choi? He's really popular with it. And he stayed in shape. But the thing is, when you do mukbang videos, you've essentially killed your calorie count for that day. Because of the shit you're putting. Like, I think he deep fried, like, what was it? He, like, covered something in Cheeto dust, and then ate, was it a sandwich? Was it grilled cheese sandwiches he put in Cheeto dust and then fried it? You can't eat nothing else that day, or you better go work your ass off in the gym. There's gonna be berserk levels of maybe. I don't get my things up, just make me hungry, and I don't want to be hungrier. That's true. Everybody, I don't really get mukbangs for me personally either. Like, I have them, I've seen them, but they don't really do the effect for me as it were. I think it works more for like people who have already lost weight and sometimes need to starve off like the feeling of hunger. Because if you're kind of like heavy set like I am, or just straight out fat or obese, you know what we do. We get hungry and we just go eat. But for people who are actively losing weight or trying to maintain a certain weight, that's just a struggle. Hence why they watch mukbang videos. Some people just find it relaxing. I like mukbangs that are like ASMR. So if it's like a mukbang, but then they get like a mic and they're like chewing next to the mic, it's really good. There's like I don't know which Asian channel. It's an Asian channel of a girl who eats like sweets, like crunchy chocolate ice cream or just crunchy sweets. And the fucking audio crunches on that bitch, the ASMR on that, fucking perfection. Absolute perfection. Also, my rule of thumb when you do any type of fast food, if it's like burger and fries, whatever your fries is has to be eaten first. I know a lot of people do that fuck shit where they don't do that. Where they'll eat the burgers first and then the fries will last. And my brain's always like, but your fries are going to be cold. Why the fuck would you do that to yourself? Stupid. It's like you didn't learn your lesson. But hopefully everyone's having a good week. Just give you some context of what's been going on in my life that you may or may not find interesting or conversation worthy. So for those who don't know, I work in the school system. Well, school goes back in about a week. So not next week, but the week after that, it starts back. And the teachers come back on Monday, which means I'm going to get barraged by a bunch of teachers, new and old, asking for things they don't fucking need. And I'm like half and half with it. Because, fun fact, this is the school year. My nephew starts. He starts his school this year. He'll be 5 in September because he's a COVID baby. But he starts pre-K this year. So tomorrow, the goal is to go out and buy some school supplies for him. I think my sister sent me the list. It's nothing crazy, which is why I don't mind buying it. It's like crayons, markers, a blanket, earphones, and something else. I gotta go back and look. But it's nothing too crazy. That's why I don't mind paying for it. No. So when I say they get, I am not high. Oh, you're so high? Well, hey, Caleb, it's Friday night. Time to get it right. No. So we have old teachers and new teachers, and the questions are similar but different. So what a lot of old teachers will do is some of them have moved rooms or classes. The main thing they want is to see if they can still print from their laptop that they've been holding for 2 months away from the school system. Unless you got them weird ass teachers who ain't got shit to do with them lives. So what do? Also, the tots are gone. Tots, really good. Good batch tonight. That's a strong 8. 8 out of 10. For those who don't know, I fucking love lemonade. I haven't figured out. Actually, I can tell you what my favorite lemonade is. My favorite lemonade isn't even crystals. My favorite lemonade is from a store called Aldi's. My mother recently was kind enough to buy me one so I can actually show you. If you go to Aldi's, you'll see this kind of lemonade. This lemonade is some of the best lemonade I've ever had in my fucking life. It's backwards, unfortunately. But what it says is, home-style lemonade, never from concentrate, nature's nectar. This shit is the best lemonade I've ever fucking had. And I thank Aldi's for existing. Which is weird, because I think Aldi's is like originally a German store. But hey, just because Germany has its atrocities like America does, doesn't mean we didn't get anything good out of that country. Besides, it's funny, my ketchup bottle is holding up the phone is Heinz ketchup, that might be Dutch. Is Heinz ketchup Dutch? Or is that German? You know what? I think it's a bunch of stereotyping. So, here is the crystal with the bacon, cheese, tiny onions, and burger at the bottom. Let's see. Like I said, real big back activity. Oh, lemonade mouth? I know you're talking about, Rob. I know that. What was I going to say? But the things the teachers be asking for. They'll ask mainly for their boards, to see if their boards are working, see if they can log in and see all their classes and curriculums and their kids for the upcoming school year. It's usually printing. Printing is like the universal thing that comes up for everybody. I can't print. I can't connect to the printer. Can I use my own printer? Can I use a Wi-Fi printer? Why I gotta hook a printer up with a cord? Can I get a desktop computer? I need another monitor. What do you mean you don't have any more monitors? Can I get a wireless keyboard? Bro, the wireless keyboard socket is one of the worst fucking things. It's crazy with all this shit going on with teachers, and the first like 3 things is, can I print? Can I get a wireless keyboard? And can I get a desktop and or monitor? And the problem is, since these people are fucking stupid, when they don't ask me for a desktop, they ask me for a computer, and then they're confused when I bring the desktop in. Because I'm like, well, this is the computer. I said, do you have a monitor? And she's like, isn't it the same thing? No, it's not. You think a fucking screen and the black box that runs everything are the same thing? They are not. You can definitely have a desktop without a monitor. Is it smart? No, but you can have one. Same thing with a monitor. A monitor didn't even have to hook up to a desktop specific. You hook that bitch up to a TV or a game console. But people are idiots. Many days, a teacher is going to end up invited to the school network. Don't get it's funny you mentioned that. That happened with a teacher last year. Last year, a teacher got on the wrong site and they had to like block her entire device. Had to lock the whole bitch down because it was on websites that shouldn't have been on, and it was gonna pass the virus to the whole network, which unfortunately would affect the entire school district. So yeah. The one thing I'm hoping for is that this school year is a lot easier to deal with than last school year. Last school year was some fuck shit. Studio, it is good as fuck, but the problem is all this shit's bad for you. It's a small burger with bacon and cheese on it. And diced onions. Oh, this will get you fucked up. That's why I said, that's why the reason why it's titled Big Back Activity. I know exactly everything wrong here. But we are going to the gym tomorrow, so that should help offset some of the bullshit. Hopefully. But yeah, some of these teachers are fucking wild. I think one teacher got arrested for sexting a middle schooler. Another teacher just crashed out in a class. I think she had like a breakdown and freaked out all the kids. Mother came, one of the kids' parents came up here, busted her out. She fucking quit immediately. Hell, last school year, I think school started for a week, and within a week, 2 teachers had already quit. This was high school, mind you, but still, it was kind of funny. Like, welcome to the first day of high school, 9th grade, 6 days later, here's my resignation. I will see you never. Woo! Shit was wild, yo. Y'all know how much fuckery I have seen in the school district. It is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, middle school's crazy. To be fair, it doesn't justify the actions, but to be fair, middle school kids do not like middle school kids anymore. Walking through these middle schools, bro, I will promise you, some of them look like grown-ass men and women. And it's very, very, very jarring. It's very concerning. I had one girl come to me about a broken laptop, like she had cracked the screen. I thought I was talking to a girl in her 20s. It threw me off so bad, bro. It threw me off. I was like, who the fuck? And I was like, what class are you in? She's like, oh, I'm in Miss Johnson's. And I'm just like, that means you're 13, right? Yeah. You don't look 13, ma'am. Oh, no. Some of these kids look wild. And then the dudes look crazy. Motherfuckers with full beards. Around grown-ass men talking about, can I get a hall pass? With a full beard. Bitch go down to like here. Man look jacked, swole as fuck. Can I get a hall pass? Get away from me. Get your hands off of me. Some of these teachers are crying, bro. I've seen teachers cry consistently. I think almost every year now, you see one teacher have a mental breakdown during the school year. Usually it's in the first 6 months. Usually the first 6 months, these teachers are crashing all the way the fuck out. Some of them will have breakdowns and yell at the kids. I've seen a couple of teachers just standing outside their classroom. You guys do independent study, right? Walk out the classroom, shut the door, stand in the hallway, back to the wall going, I wanted to teach. I wanted to teach you. These bitches are bad. The energy is crazy. The energy is crazy, bro. I don't understand the life that be going on. I think, and then the problem we've been having a lot in these schools is, especially in middle school specifically, is that there are so many teachers who quit during the middle school, during the school year, that what they have to do as a result is hire substitutions. And then the subs end up being there longer than the fucking teacher was. There were a couple subs I knew by name because they were always there. They were there so fucking much, their name was unofficially put on the door. And you were just like, none of this is okay. And the reason why none of this is okay is because substitutes are not given like the same privileges as teachers or admin in the district when it comes to computers. So a sub can't even log on to anything in the district. Meaning, like, if they're doing grades or a project or whatever, they can't get into a computer. And so you're sitting there going, and then they'll come to you and be like, how do we get him a login? And I'm like, well, because technically he's a substitute, they don't give logins. Well, I think he's going to be here for long. To the point, there are so many subs that hang around so long, they're called long-term subs, and then they can go through HR, human resources, and get approved to get accounts for the district. Once again, they're still substitutes, they're just long-term substitutes. But it's so bad and it happens so much that it's just like the norm. It's just the norm at this point. And you're just like, God damn. Is this the life we live in? The answer is yes. The answer is yeah. Oh yeah, some of these teachers. The funny thing is, I don't even be blaming. I used to blame teachers a lot. The worst people in the school system aren't even the teachers, aren't even the students. It's these fucking parents, bro. When you see some of these parents come up here to the school, you're like, oh, this. I'm surprised your child ain't worse than what they are. You are a horrible role model. Some of these parents are not shit. And some of this shit get real dark too. It's not like just simple, oh, she came in here with fucking slippers on in a thong, right? Although we do get those parents. Part of it is that most of these kids don't have their parents come up here. You know who comes up here? Aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins. Like, bro, I think the last time I saw a father and mother come up at the same time was never. That's not true. It's probably been like it's rare. It's the rarity is to see the both parents. Usually you might see the mother. In most cases you might see the mother. You barely see the father except for a few exceptions. And then every other time it's usually a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or a cousin. Hell, to the point where I've seen children in elementary school call their teachers dad and mom because they don't have a general concept of what their parents are. And you're just like, oh no, that's fucked. But I think someone said it at one point in the conversation. We are not the school is not raising the next Albert Einstein or the next Michael Jordan. What you're raising is probably going to be the dregs of society, the bus driver, the janitor, the mechanic, the lunch lady, the fast food manager, the Walmart executive. Like, you're not raising high-end people. And people don't like saying that because it comes off mean and rude and disrespectful. And I'm not denying any of those things, but there is a reality and truth to what either people say. Not everyone here is going to be a fucking success for it. Hell, some of these kids won't even make it to their 30s, which is dark to say, but that's just the life we in. But yeah. That's a bar. Substitute Soul Reaper teacher. That's a bar. Well played. That's a motherfucking bar. I love crystals, but the worst thing about these bitches is when you get more than like 3 of these fuckers, the bread, it's not even the whole meal, it's just the bread starts wearing you down. It's okay, next one on the list. These are not made cleanly. Should have been probably, but it's not. So it is what it is. It still tastes like burger heaven though. Yeah, I saw about that. I saw the V Shoujo stuff. The V Shoujo stuff is going crazy. I'm not even surprised at this point. Man, it's funny because the gender thing has been nuts. So, I think the statistic is that women overall go to college more and get degrees more than men. But men on average still end up earning more than women. And that's because women really only want to do like 4 or 5 jobs. And the women who step outside of those 4 or 5 jobs don't go into the top 3%. And not saying you don't have some insanely high earning women, but the women who do end up earning that much, those fucking women, it's like 1 or 2 out of every, I don't know, 10 or 15 people, unfortunately. Wait, what? You just finished? Oh, you just finished editing. Thank you. Thank you, Donnie, because that will be on a main channel video that I've been wanting to drop for a hot minute now. I told you guys I was going to talk about Xbox, and I've recorded. I think the only thing I need to record left is the final part, but I wanted Donnie to help me edit some visuals. So on the main channel, on the Insane Game Freak channel, there's a big Xbox video coming. So look forward to it. Also, good job on the Pokeball animation I saw from you, Donnie. It looked really good. It's a good work. Got any watermelon? I found out it's really good for your metabolism, so I've been eating some every night for the last week. I had McDonald's around 8 p.m., watermelon around 9:30, my stomach burned. Yeah. Studio, what the fuck? I haven't seen the Silvervale story. I'll probably look up the Silvervale stuff later. TSS has been kind of our main. I think TSS, Eevee, and Dean have been our main 3 following the V Shoujo crash out stuff. So usually I get my news from them. And then also, what's up, Orion? Food filler? I mean, no, it's Friday, Orion. This isn't really filler. Friday is kind of just we're sitting here talking. Which, spoiler, we're still doing. I'm just adding the food in as a backdrop. Although the crystals is here. The crystals is here. Yeah, I have retinal kidney disease. I'm gonna strict down, and watermelon is one of the things I can have. Yeah, it's a mukbang. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't like fruits at all, which is probably a reason why I struggle in the food department. It's also kind of surprising me that watermelon helps with your metabolism when half of watermelon is just water. So I would think that would imply that drinking all that's missing the ASMR. Bro, that's something I'm going to show off a little bit later. It's something I bought. I get it. You're doing your impression of Luffy eating in front of everyone. No, if doing the Luffy impression, what means I would have had like 90 times what I just have, and then I just do this, and I just, and then we're done. That's a Luffy impression. That's Luffy, okay? I'm not Luffy. I can never be perfect. Lord Almighty. Oh, they bunched that bacon up. That's crazy. There it is. I would say these burgers are perfect. It always fucks me up when you see a mukbang and the food looks perfect, and I'm just like, there's no way you fucking got this food to look perfect. If you order this from a restaurant, there's no way. Like, did you pay extra to make it look like God just so it was videoable? I hope not. It should be wild. What was I saying though? But yeah, once I get Donnie's clips for the Xbox thing, I'll be editing those together, and that video should come out to be like near 30 something minutes. Me chronologically the fall Xbox, and why people are wrong when they say the fall Xbox comes from fucking people think it's the Xbox One that causes the fall. It's not. It's the fucking 360. The 360 is a piece of shit. The only reason why the OG Xbox isn't inherently included, because the OG Xbox has problems too. But the OG Xbox is the first console, so that console is allowed to trip up a little bit. Also, I don't think any of the crazy mistakes with the original Xbox was terrible enough. I think the worst thing about the original Xbox was the fucking controller. That Duke controller was fucking ridiculous. But it was nothing terrible. But that 360, dog, the 360 is a piece of shit. And ironically enough, that was considered the peak of Xbox. That's what fucks me up. Yeah, I have my own house. I've had my own house since 2022. June of 2022, actually. Well, that's when I bought it. I didn't move into it until September. So we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary. There was a decent exclusives for the 360. Well, don't worry, I'm going to go into it. Watermelon helps keep you hydrated. It also helps reduce blood pressure and helps out your eyesight. Man, you make me have to do some shit. Shout out to Xbox Live Gold, basic features behind the paywall. I might have to humor the watermelon a little bit in studio. To give y'all context of my biggest problem when it comes to eating, which this is a terrible fucking example. But when you're raised in the South, and you didn't grow up with a lot of money, you realize that half of your favorite dishes are either considered poor dishes or really unhealthy dishes. So as a result, a lot of what I grew up on was food that realistically we shouldn't have been eating or not be eating nearly as much as we were. So as a result, a lot of my 20s and 30s has been me unlearning and then relearning how food is properly supposed to be handled, cooked, and eaten. And that is what's led me to slowly start eating fruits. Like the two fruits I can eat kind of consistently. Pineapples I've always liked. Don't get it twisted, I've always liked pineapples. But the two other foods I've been trying to get into has been bananas and strawberries. I will say I've made better strides with bananas overall. I still don't fucking like the texture of bananas. And if you catch me on the wrong day eating one that's been out for too long, I'll be pretty fucking annoyed and I'll hate the entire experience. But I can consistently eat bananas now. Strawberries, I'm like in the half and half stage. I'm fucking fighting for my life some days with them strawberries. If you see me eating strawberries on stream, I am fighting through that bitch because it's every fruits have like some of the worst textures, like the worst textures to just bite your teeth into and like have on your tongue. It feels like rough leather. Some of that shit does. I don't really play gacha games. The only game I've been playing is Pokemon TCG on my phone. Bro, Greek yogurt with strawberry, blueberries, granola, and honey. Hey man, I've been yogurt. That's all another grind. Spotted bananas are peak. Yes and no. I think I would prefer a banana that isn't all the way ripe than a banana that's overly ripe. Like the lesser of two evils is that just give it to me early. I would prefer just to get it early. Because getting it late, man, that's a bitch. Getting it late, I'm like fighting for my life. I'm like, where's Jesus at? How old are you now? I haven't seen your videos in like 2 or 3 years. I turned 34 last month. I actually have gray hair, and I'm pretty sure I'm losing my hair up top, which is why I got the Vegeta thing starting to kick in. Which kind of fucking sucks, but it's life. I'm not gonna do that goofy shit and try to get hair transplants. That shit bums me out. Just get if I can get like a really thick beard and shit and mustache, we'll just go either skinhead or full bald. But I also gotta remember I'm just not a young guy anymore. 30s isn't old by any means, but it's not really young anymore either. It's young in comparison to people in their 50s, but it's not young. The aging process is a bitch. It hasn't hurt me as much because a lot of my unhealthy habits I don't do nearly as much anymore. Like even today, I got off of work and said, fuck it, I'm gonna go walk. So I went and walked. I've been trying to walk consistently, and it's helped a lot. I still have my days where I feel like I'm in pain, but for the most part, I can walk. I'm just walking, bro. Someone threw me off the other day. They said, bro, why do your legs look so well defined for someone who's overweight? And I was just like, because I got on the treadmill a lot. Like the first thing I did when I first started going to the gym was I just ran the fuck out of that treadmill. Which is still funny because I have terrible fucking stamina. My stamina is absolute trash. It's fucking dog water. But I stayed on that treadmill and the elliptical. I was riding them bitches like that. And now me walking hasn't really diminished my legs either. So all my fat is. Oh my god! I forgot. I should have muted this. I should have known. What got hell for review? I'm gonna mute this because fucking KG and then will blow my shit out. And since I'm doing this on the phone, it's gonna be loud as fuck. What was I saying though? Yeah, most of the fat I have that you can see consistently for me is bunched up on it's really in a little bit in the arms, but mostly in the stomach and in thighs. My stomach and thigh ratio, that's where all the fat is for the most part. Which sucks, but it's better than some people where their arms are bloated and they got all this fat. For the most part, my arms don't look bad. I think there's a little bit here, but it's not bad. Like for the most part, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, obviously, the goal is not to have that much body fat. That's why they say you have to have like a certain percentage, and the percentage should be like I think it's like 10%, 10 or 15% that's okay. Even though most people have way more than that. Most people have like what 50%, 50 or 60% body fat. So it's a grind. Like everything else in life, it's a grind. We're gonna figure it out. I'm getting there. And on top of that, I already have the two diseases that come in complementing with those issues, which is diabetes and glaucoma. Diabetes, which fuck up your blood sugar, and then glaucoma, which fucks up my eyes. So we're grinding it out. The glaucoma, I don't think I'll ever really lose unless I fucking get LASIK. And you can lose 25 pounds and you can do whatever you want. Just monitor how much of it you're eating. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a level of personal responsibility. I hate talking about this. What am I doing? Fucking eating bacon, cheese, fucking crystals, like a. But this is big back activity, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Lightning? You're ready to leave. What do you mean, like you live with your parents, I'm guessing? Otaku? What do you mean you leave? I was like, hey, Lightning. But yeah, we're grinding out. I did want to do a video on home ownership because some of the experiences I've had have been a fucking wild ride that I'm still reeling from in different ways. It looks like White Castle. Well, that's because that's what, to me, what Crystals actually is. Crystals is just the South version of White Castle. I feel it. I had my big back meat earlier today. I had Popeyes. Hey, man, what'd you get from Popeyes, though? What did you get from Popeyes? Because that shit is important. We have to judge what you've gotten from Popeyes. What's up, Red Dragon? Hey, man, don't compare yourself to other people when it comes to the grinding of getting out of your parents' house. Nowadays, that shit's harder than it used to be. So, stack your money. If your parents are cool enough with you hanging there, not charging you crazy money, grind out some savings, bro. Because when that mortgage hits, dog, when I tell you every first of the month, yo, every first of the month, when that mortgage hits, I'm sitting here looking at my bank account going, fuck! Ain't nothing worse than getting paid on the first and then the second half of it's gone. And in my case, usually it's more than half. Like I looked at my account, like it's gonna happen next week. Actually, now I think about it, next week I'm gonna get paid on Friday. Like, woo! Saturday, fucking mortgage. Give me that shit. No, please, no. And then it's gone. It's all gone. I had the classic chicken sandwich with strawberry. All right, that's not too bad a big bag activity. So I'll make a fitness channel in the Discord. We got to start training to prepare for the androids. Oh no! If they release the androids, it'll be the end of us all. No! Yeah, that Trunks meme is still funny as fuck, and it's from the episode, but it's still funny. It'll be the end of us all with fries and okay, never mind. There you go. The fries and apple pie will do it. Popeye's apple pies I'm kind of hit and miss with though, bro. My apple pie's gotta be Mickey D's. Mickey D's kill me with them apple pies, but only when they're fresh. If they're not fresh apple pies, then we're whole. Oh, the AI technology is nuts. The fitness grind isn't a bad idea. I just gotta get out of my lazy era. I may be doing better for myself overall, but like I'm still in the lazy era, and that's where my problems come in. Checkers make good apple pies. Checkers' apple pies will kill you. Like me being a diabetic, I can look at Checkers' apple pie and my blood sugar just goes the fuck up. Like if you just go Google a picture of Checkers apple pies, that shit is ridiculous. It's like baked bread covered in cinnamon and sugar with the sweetest shit inside of it. And I'm like, oh my god, my teeth hurt. You haven't bit into it yet, but my teeth hurt anyway. Shit is wild. What's up, senpai? It's funny. Apex mentioned you like at the beginning of the stream. He was like, man, don't let senpai catch you. Hey, look, the title of the stream is Big Bag Activity. You knew exactly what you were clicking on, okay? You knew exactly. The funny thing is I'm almost done anyway. But it's Friday, it's Big Bag Activity. Leave me alone. you got when you were 21? I got diagnosed with it in 2022, so it's been 3 years? I think, yeah, it's been 3 years. Take your big ass to sleep. You don't go to sleep after eating food, bro. What's wrong with you? Never. I hate when Studio starts making motivational speeches based off of Dragon Ball because I know he knows his shit and it makes it really dangerous. I'm like, fuck, that's kind of hard. That's my bit. Every time Studio does that dumb shit, he starts telling fucking stories and giving motivational speeches. I look over in the corner and go, damn it. By the way, oh, you know what I meant to say? Because this morning I woke up, right? And I get emails from certain, bro, 2,700 is a lot. I thought the goal was to eat like 2,000 a day. Isn't the goal for 2,000? Isn't that the average amount? Why are you doing 2,700? But yeah, anyways, I woke up this morning and I looked at my email and Burger King, which I don't fucking fuck with Burger King, don't get it twisted. I can't stand Burger King, but that's not the point. The point is, I've opened my app, Burger King sent an email. They are doing Naruto toys for Happy Meals. Well, not Happy Meals, but kids' meals. And I'm like, Naruto toys? And I'm not talking about like Boruto Naruto. I'm talking about like OG Part 1 Naruto. And I'm like, why did this loop back around? Not that I'm mad about it. I'm just confused. I'm going to go put this in the trash. Give me a second. I'm just confused. Oh, man, my knees. That's bad. I don't know if that picked up on the audio. But the knee pop was crazy. Oh, no. I will say, though, part of the reason why I do like doing these, like, mobile streams is that I am the type, and for those who see my old videos know, I used to record a lot of my stuff standing up. And I low-key miss it. I miss being able to prop my fucking phone or whatever I was recording with onto like a desk or the dresser and just fucking talk. For those who don't know, the way I used to record my old videos is that I used to have a dresser that goes up to about, I think, here. And then I would take a decent chunk of stack of manga or anime, usually it was One Piece volumes, and stack it up on top. And then at the very top, I took like a bottle of lotion and then prop my phone against it if I was using my phone or a camera and record my videos that way. I also like it because it allowed me to walk around when I ramble. I walk a lot when I ramble because I talk to myself a lot. So a lot of this is just natural. Hence why I'm doing it now. I'm walking this way and I'm rambling, bro. I'm Miss Dresser Coon. Hey, listen, it's funny because the dresser isn't gone, but the way it's placed now is a little bit different. It's placed in a room in which I don't have as much space to walk around in, so I can't really do what I used to do. Now I can do it here in my den, which is what I like to do, hence why we are back in it right now, but normally I can't do that. Smoothie King? Oh shit, my head's hitting. The hat's hitting the motherfucking light switches. You from New Jersey? You need some Smoothie King. No, I have a friend. I think Polly's from New Jersey, so she's already there. They did the remake of Naruto. I don't know if that actually got consistent. Did you used to go by a different name on YouTube? Yeah, I used to be the Game Manic. The Game Manic is what most people would know me by if they knew me pre-2011. If you knew me post-2011, the Insane Game Freak, which that channel is still around, it's just different, but it's up and I still put videos out on it. Probably gonna put up another video soon, so look out for it. Teehee. What else? At first I took care of it, but after 10 years, yeah. Everybody, the problem is I think everybody has like a low point when trying to get their shit together, and it always feels like you just can't get back on that horse afterwards, and it's always a grind. and it will never not be a grind, but it is what it is. Um, a lot of the shit I'm doing in my life feels like that right now. For example, my house stuff currently. So, and it's the reason why I wanted to make a video talking about the homeowner experience, because there's a lot of things that can and can't be learned or taught just through talking for someone who's been in. This is my third year. In September, it will be officially 3 years since I've been in this place. Obviously, I don't think this is really a crazy thing to admit. I have a loan for 30 years because, like every other homeowner, you get into debt slash a loan for 30 years to hopefully possibly pay your house off before you die. So it is. But what's my income like? It's pretty good. But you gotta remember, I live in a low income area, so like what I have is not what you're gonna have. If you're in New Jersey, I know y'all got expensive shit. You, New York, Cali, y'all got expensive ass places. So like, y'all got to be making six figures to even think about buying or purchasing a home. Of course, it's a grind. There's a reason why the life series is over 3,000 episodes. You're a villain. But like the house stuff, I want to talk about because there's some grind with the house stuff that just you won't notice. There's trade-offs and there's checks and balances for what you can and can't do based off how much you invest into a home. For example, a standard I would say a standard pricing of a house would be like 200 grand here, and then if you got some money, you'll end up at like 300K potentially. Most people hang around like 2 to 250, and you can get like a really good house here. But of course, 250 means your payments are probably somewhere around like almost 2 grand, if not 2 grand a month. Probably more than 2 grand a month for your mortgage, which is a bitch. But you know, half of what people don't realize is a struggle when it comes to owning a house is taxes. Taxes are the worst, bro. I want to put this in context. You know what my actual mortgage would be if I didn't have taxes? My actual mortgage would be less than like I think it's like it'd be more than 500, but less than 1,000. So it'd be like somewhere around like $600 or $700 if they didn't include taxes. Taxes can kick me up to somewhere between $300 to $500 on top of the money I'm already spending on like the principal. Meaning that the taxes in some cases are almost as expensive as the mortgage itself. Taxes are a killer, dog. People don't understand, yo. The taxes is nuts. And that's why motherfuckers who are 65 are so happy. You know why? Because they don't have to pay half of the taxes they were paying before because they're fucking old enough to wear. Oh yeah, you vetted into this life shit. Well, I guess we won't charge you for like school buses and shit like that. I think they lose I think it's the educational stuff. So I think it's like taxes for like schools and whatnot. They don't have to pay anymore once they hit like 65. Lucky bastards. Sorry, they grinded it out. I'm not mad at them. They stayed healthy. They stayed alive for over 60 years. I gotta stop being a hater about these things. But yeah, taxes is one thing, and then obviously the trade-off that you take between getting a expensive house and then getting a cheap house. So cheap houses are cheaper, but that means there's a bunch of more shit that you're gonna have to fix or change in those houses for various reasons. Usually because some shit broke because it hadn't been taken care of in X amount of years. Hence why the house is only 100,000 or 150,000, somewhere around there. The other trade-off, but the trade-off with the new house is that you're paying twice to borderline 3 times as much between the mortgage and taxes because you bought a $300,000 house. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. Now because it's just me and I have one job and YouTube ain't paying like that, as you guys see. I'm grinding it out, but it's gonna take a minute. And plus, I don't think YouTube money will ever hit the way it used to hit back in like 2011. 2012, motherfuckers were making bank. But now you gotta be getting 1 million views to be making some consistent funds, which is a whole other thing. But that's besides the point. My point is that when it comes to this grind, with the finances, if you got a cheap house, you spend a lot of your time fixing and changing things. Some of the shit's easy and cheap.
Some of the shit's not so easy and cheap. It just depends on how much you're willing to be a DIYer. I was never a DIYer. I was like, bro, if I got the money, I'm just gonna pay somebody to fix it. I lived in this house going on 3 years. I'm definitely a DIYer now, bro. I ain't man, unless it's some real shit. The only exceptions is probably electrician stuff and roofing. Roofing and electrician shit. Even in probably water to an extent. Water I'm like half and half on. It depends on what the issue with the water is. But then nowadays I'm DIYing like a motherfucker, bro. Actually, I just spent earlier tonight before it got dark, I was under my house because I wanted to install a dehumidifier under the house. Now, I'm gonna just give you a comparison of what they want you to do versus what I'm doing. What you're supposed to do when it comes to your crawl space and installing a dehumidifier is you pay them, right? You know how much it is to pay for to get an encapsulation of your crawl space and then also get a fucking a dehumidifier? The dude told me what was it back in May? 6 to 7 grand. That's how much it fucking costs to do that. I'm just like, bro, that's just, and you know what that amounts to when you look at it? It means they took a bunch of high-end plastic, covered your entire crawl space with it, stuck a dehumidifier in the middle of it, and installed a wired outlet if there wasn't already one down there, and then just let the bitch run. Like conceptually, it's not like a lot, which is why people are like, bro, why the fuck am I paying you 7 grand for that? I want to put this in perspective. 7 grand, you could buy a whole AC heating system for 7 grand, and that bitch at least covers your whole house with fucking heat and AC. So to hear that shit, I'm just like, yo, no. So what did I do? I spent X amount of dollars to have them install an outlet down there, and then I spent X amount of dollars for the dehumidifier itself, and then all I need to do is hook that shit up down there and let it run. And I will have spent probably maybe under 2 grand for it. You gotta get creative. I think the year before, I replaced my entire kitchen sinks pipes, which is some shit I never thought I'd be able to do. But it's you learn. I've replaced most of the outlets in this house. Had to replace a fucking light switch. I know how to install fucking wire boxes for ceiling fans. I just replaced my ceiling fan. What was that? A few months, like a month or so ago. I think that was back in June. The ceiling fan I had up there before fucking died. Actually, it was funny. I was on a call with Tyrone and Tronic and Richie, and I smelled smoke and burning. I'm like, what the fuck is this burning smell coming from? What the hell is going on? I couldn't figure it out for a couple days. All right, I gotta get the nerve up and take down a fan to figure what it was. And now, I found out it was like a capacitor. These are things about fans I didn't even fucking know about them having capacitors and shit. You gotta level up. Either you level up or you make more money. Those are your two options. If you don't want to go and physically walk around and fix some shit, you better make some more fucking money. That's the rule in life. Make more money or figure out how to do shit. I mean, really, figuring out how to do shit is weirdly more rewarding and cheaper. Although there are some days I'm crashed out. Actually, I can show you one of the things that had me crash out right now. This shit almost fucked my whole day up. So this is my laundry room. But the thing that made me crash out was this fucking light up here. This fucking light up here. This bitch that you can't really see because the light is so bright. That thing made me crash all the way out. And you wonder why it made me crash out? Let me explain to you. So when the light stopped working originally, I thought it was because the bulb was bad and I went to go switch the bulb out. And I ran into 2 issues when I did this. When I pulled the bulb switch, I had to, I don't know if you've ever had this happen to you guys before, but when you pull out a bulb switch, you may sometimes run into the issue where you unscrew the bulb and the fucking shell of the bulb that twists does not come out and you just pull the bulb itself out. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I thought that was the problem. The other problem was that it wasn't really a proper light bulb in the first place. What it was is it was essentially an outlet where you could screw in a fake bulb that then attached to a real bulb, which is what was being used. And I realized, oh, there's a fucking short in this thing. And it was a big ass short. I almost wish I still kept the pictures of it. Bro, that day was terrible. So I went to Lowe's at least 3 times during that fucking experience. Why? Let me explain. First things first, I had to replace the whole light fixture, and I was like, I don't even know how the fuck to do this. But I went through the process and I took it down. Of course, I'm gonna let you know, when it comes to that kind of stuff, disassembling will always be the easiest shit. To take some shit apart is easy as fuck, and in some cases it's fun as fuck. My problem was figuring out what the fuck I'm putting up here to replace it. And I mean, purchasing an old house isn't terrible, mind you. Like, it just depends on how much work. Here's my thing. I'm trying to explain what you're getting into. Getting an old house is cheaper, and in some ways will be better for you financially, but you're gonna probably have to fix a bunch of shit. Usually the 2 reasons why a house is cheap is for 1 or 2 reasons, or both. It's either A, because it's in an area that doesn't have a high property value, meaning you're probably either in the ghetto, or it's a house that has a bunch of fucking issues with it that no one wants to deal with. So if you buy an old house, you need to figure out which 2, or if it's both, is the issue, and if you were willing to grind it out to figure it out. This house is exactly the kind of house I'm talking about. It's a cheap house. It has a bunch of fucking problems that I've been grinding it out for the last 3 years, and it's been fucking expensive. But the house has slowly looked better and better, and I've gotten a lot more confident in doing certain things I never were before. So I like to look at it as a combination of life experience and also financial responsibility. So for me, it's cool. But let me explain the light thing. Let me finish the light thing. So I bought a new light fixture, only to realize the core of the fucking issue. The core of the issue with the light fixture is the light fixtures that they sold at Lowe's. The screw holes were so far apart that they wouldn't properly screw in and stick to the light box that was up in the ceiling. I went, fuck, how do I do this when the holes aren't close enough? Well, I came to a conclusion. I would have to drill new holes into the light fixture to make it get closer. And so I figured it out. It took me way too long to figure it out, and I went through the process of doing so. And I was like, bet. Got all the way up until the end where I had to do the last hole to go drill closer. And guess what fucking happened? It fucking broke. I broke the fucking new light fixture, and I proceeded to crash out. I crashed all the way out. I was like, motherfucker. And don't get it. And let me explain something to you guys. You had to cut the power off, because otherwise you can get shocked. So that means I'm sitting in the dark trying to drill holes into this fucking new light fixture that I've been at for like at least 2 hours. My mother called me talking about, hey, what's up? And I didn't pick up the phone for like the first 3 rings. And she was like, what's going on? What's wrong? I said, nothing. I'm trying to do something right now. Let me talk to you later. So I had to go back to Lowe's and buy another fucking light fixture and do the same process over again. And eventually I got it. And now it fucking works. It's smooth. I don't have any problems. And if it breaks again, all I should have to do is switch out a bulb. That's all I got to do. It was a bitch. I hated the whole fucking process because it took me too long to figure it out. But it's one of those, it's kind of like the more experience you have, the better you get at it. Like the fan thing was a bitch too, because I had never done that before. But then I came up to the one in the kitchen. I started that process and it's been pretty easy. The only reason why I haven't finished that process is because I don't think the wire itself has enough juice to run the fan. So that's the only reason why, if you look in my kitchen right now, you'll see like a part of a fan. I can hook the fan up. That's not the problem. The problem is none of this shit fucking works. So I don't think the power is good enough right now. Right here. This is the basis of a fan. But I don't think it's not, I don't think I'm getting enough power here. But I have the other parts. I'm sorry if this is a little boring because I'm kind of just rambling about shit, but I wanted to talk about it to a degree. This stuff that was on my mind. Yeah, this is the rest of the fan. I already screwed in the wings and shit. It's an electrician thing, which of course costs money. So it's kind of like a low priority because it's not like I don't got lights and I don't have AC. I have all those things and I have multiple fans already up. So it's not the worst thing in the world if the kitchen fan doesn't work. It is what it is. But it's through these experiences I've gotten a lot more confident in doing this shit, which makes me feel good because it feels like I'm getting better. Like I'll be 100% real with you guys. I grew up with no man in the house. My dad wasn't around. There was just no major male figure. And so as a result, I feel like in a lot of ways, I don't have that same level of confidence that other men probably have in their abilities to fix and provide and take the DIY approach. So in some ways, I've appreciated this as a kind of a not a reclaiming of my manhood, but just a deeper exploration in it. So I always appreciate that kind of stuff. Not every guy gets that kind of experience, and not that you necessarily need to. What makes a man nowadays is vastly different than what it used to be. There's a lot of nuance that doesn't really get talked about as much. That's very important, but you know how it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm figuring stuff out, and I'm getting better and better slowly, and I appreciate that growth. So even though the old house has been a bitch, and some of the shit I've absolutely hated, I feel like overall it made me a stronger person and more capable. So when like my nephew grows up, I can show him things that maybe his dad isn't around to show him because, you know, unfortunately, fatherless black child. Here we go with it again. No father in the house. Hey, bro, it's life. It's a stereotype. And it's based off of truth that happened in the past. It's not great, but it is what it is. I don't like to be defined by the actions of the past. I mean, yeah, they have an effect on me, but the way I process my life and go forward is on me. Hence why I don't try to dwell on it. It is what it is. We just gonna grind it out. That's how life is. If you ain't willing to grind it, unfortunately, the rule in life that people don't want to acknowledge is that anything you want and anything you want to achieve is literally something you're gonna have to work your ass off for. There is nothing in this world that is given for free that is worth having. The only way you get that shit is if your uncle or your auntie or your fucking dad is rich and they're just feeling really generous. For the most part, you gotta work that shit out yourself and grind it out. Self-sufficiency at its finest. Not that you don't need anybody, but the ability to do it on your own is very important. Self-sustaining is very fucking important. I feel like I went into a whole ass tangent. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's just those are just things to think about. Bro, sounding like an actual mentor, motivational speaker type shit. I'm not trying to be, bro. I'm listen. I got my own life and I got my own struggles. I'm still trying to figure out, man. I'm still trying. Hey, listen, I'm out here grinding like everybody else. We got a fucking partner. Thanks to you guys in the grind. Like it was thanks to you guys being supporting and helping that we have partner. And I'm still grinding to get the other half a partner where the videos can get monetized. We grinding. We gotta grind out here. If we don't grind, you ain't gonna make anything. Nobody's gonna be out here and just give you some shit. As a black man, sometimes I'm tired of the black community. I understand that frustration. That's a whole thing you don't want to unpack right now. Because if we get into it, it's going to turn into a whole conversation. The black community definitely has a lot of fucking problems. Don't get it twisted. And not every one of them is the white man's fault. There's a lot of that shit that I love to unpack. But I know where that's going to lead. And if we go into it, it's going to be a lie. Because there's a lot of aspects to that some of which are their fault, but some of which aren't their fault. Like it's more nuanced than people want to give it credit for. It isn't just black people are lazy and that's why shit don't go well, right? It's more of like it's a combination of some things that have just happened in society, and then black people using some of those advantages in society and just running with them to the point where now it feels like it's just a part of our stereotype, and it kind of bums me the fuck out. I remember I live in the South, and I live in it's one of the few areas in the South that's actually more than likely predominantly black, or at least predominantly non-white. So as a result, like I'm surrounded by a lot of non-white people who have a lot of shit to say that some of which is just inherently wrong. Make that tomorrow's live stream. Fuck the new stream game up. Oh, what the fucking the race thing with black people? Man, you trying to get me caught the fuck up. I had to deal with that shit today. It's funny to me when when people think they know you and they don't know you. So I think I've been pretty open about voting for Trump in the last election. And if I haven't, well then surprise, I voted for Trump. But it's crazy to me when other black people talk to me like we both voted for the same person. They're like, I can't believe such and such is a Trump supporter. Da 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 da. Why would you follow and support a racist and a sexist? Da 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 da. And I'm like, oh yeah, man, that's crazy. And then I look in the corner and it's almost like a Jekyll Hyde thing where it's like, whoa, oh my god, that's crazy. Those fools, they didn't know. I supported the orange man too. And it's like, oh, they don't understand. They don't get it. They don't understand he stands for racism and he wants to destroy the country. Oh, hell, the orange man. Yeah. Well, no, you should never support anyone 100%. You should never support anyone 100%. Even if I voted for the guy, that doesn't mean I agree with every policy he's made or everything he's done. It just means that I thought between him and fucking dickhead over there that he was the better option. And I still think that overall. There's been some things I don't agree with, but for the most part, I still think he's been an overall better choice than our option. And not because she's a woman, but just because she didn't stand on anything. Hell, she didn't even get fucking elected to be the one to be nominated. She only got nominated because Biden stood down. You weren't even the Democrat elect. You didn't even win the Democrat elect. And so, like, I don't even think Democrats like that, let alone anyone else. So, yeah, what the fuck? But that's a whole other thing. We're going to leave that alone. Ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to get ourselves in trouble. Anyways, actually speaking on the YouTube front, we are pretty close. So what we need is 4,000 public watch hours to get the other half of partnership, which includes the ads for videos and stuff like that. We are at 3,700. I think we're in the 3,700s. I don't know where. I want to say it's like early to mid. I think the last time I looked, it was like 3729, but it might be more than that now because it updates every day. But we're grinding it out, boy. We're grinding it out. It's not like I'm against talking about politics. I just don't want to fucking. I just don't. That voice-centric comment fucked me up. Yeah, studio, sit down. But we're close. The point is, we're close to getting the other half of that partnership and grinding it out. There's been a lot of talk on like what people should be doing in terms of streaming and social media. I think you guys already noticed that Tyrone does his TG3 roundtables on fucking YouTube now, and I think even KG's multi-streaming. We got the YouTube game. It's funny that people thought YouTube wasn't shit, and then YouTube ended up being the shit, and now it's like, because Twitch is on some fuck shit. Because I'm gonna be real with you, my biggest problem with Twitch has always been you cannot grow your audience on Twitch organically. You have to do some goofy shit where you get popular on a whole other platform and then go from that platform to Twitch. And who the fuck is trying to do that? Unless you're already big or relatively well known, that grind just doesn't work the same way. To be fair, I also don't stream the way that Twitch would want you to. Let's be real here. It's probably even this video is proving it. IRL streaming and just talking to your audience is a much more effective way of having a dialogue and increasing your recognition than fucking getting on there and being like, I'm gonna play a video game, and people being like, talk about your problems so we don't feel as bad about our lives. And we're like, no, don't use me as bait. Did not deal with your problems. I'm not an escape, please. So when I was three, my mom smacked me with a baseball bat, and that's why I'm afraid of Babe Ruth. No, he's afraid of Babe Ruth. And then a dude in a Babe Ruth costume comes out in the back of the door behind me and goes, batter up. And you're like, no! Babe, no, please. Oh shit! I almost fell. Babe, please don't hit me with the bat, babe. Ah. Oh, the chaos is wild. But we live for the chaos. We're about the chaos. If we do not have the chaos, what are we? Humans? Beings with just intellect? No. What makes us human, what makes us truly human, is the inability to control our moments and the moments of rage and emotional distress. Hence why we scream at the top of our lungs. By the way, one of the best things about owning your own place, you can scream at the top of your lungs and no one tells you to shut the fuck up because it's your house and you motherfucking pay for it. Yeah, I gotta stop. I gotta chill out. I gotta chill out. I gotta chill out. Chill. I had sugar. There was sugar in this lemonade. I knew it. And now it's empty. But now that we've had big bag activity, we gotta get our shit together. Hold on. So in this cup, we will no longer pour lemonade and sweets. What we will now pour is wawa. Is the agua. We have to pour the agua into the crystals cup. It's a purification technique. All right. Good job on the purification. Yeah. Now I can tell you to shut the fuck up in the chat instead. No. Not in the chat. Topper, are you saying in your real life streaming is better than gaming streaming? Listen, I prefer to play video games, but I recognize that the modern era, I think there's more of an interest in RL streaming than there is in the gaming streaming. I play on both, Otaku. I have a Switch 2, I have a Nintendo Switch, a Switch OLED, an Xbox Series X, a PlayStation 5, and a gaming PC. Although those were all, the PS5 was a gift, and the other three were grinded out over the course of multiple years. Also, I need to refill my agua. RL gets old depending on what you're doing. But I'm also been someone who's always done a variety of things. I think even Studio can tell you that. Studio knows that I've been doing variety stuff since the old days. What kind of water filter is that? The brand. Oh no. Hold on. I'm filling it up with water right now. Give me a second. You always gotta do the refills and then filter it out. Why is the brand not on here? Wasn't the brand on here? It is called. Oh, it's a Brita. It's a Brita. I'm sorry, my bad. It's a Brita. Hold on. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. One-handing that, it's kind of heavy. But now we have agua in the crystals cup. So the crystal cup is now the agua. It's the crystal agua. We got crystal agua. What's up, Robert? It's gaming with me in the building. He's about to teach me about the magic of video editing. I think actually, unfortunately, Robert is almost my clearest example of you have to constantly change the game. Otherwise, you get kind of left in the dust. See, Robert has a series called Back of the Backlog that has been going on for an absurd amount of time at this point. And it's good content. But unfortunately, what bums me out is that Robert never gets the views I think his videos deserve. And I think part of the reason is, unfortunately, I think they just want more variety of stuff. And I hate to say that because I see how much effort is done with those videos. It's funny because Back of the Backlog reminds me of old school AVGN content, and I like that a lot. But I think even AVGN videos don't blow up the same way like they used to. Partially because there's way more people now doing way more stuff, and there's a lot more competition. But also because I don't know if that style really is popular anymore. I think half of the stuff he gets views he gets now is purely off of legacy, because the man has a hell of a legacy. When he dies, we will all salute for the motherfucking nerd. The six paths of content. Yes, the six paths of content. Let's see if we can actually do this. Let's see if we can break this down. So we obviously have reviews. Reviews is the first path of content. Reviews, reactions, essays, reviews, reactions, essays. Shoot, hold on. Reviews, reactions, essays, skits, or comedy videos, music, and the sixth path would be I guess podcasts. Unboxing videos don't really happen as much as they used to, Orion. I hate to say. So yeah, podcasting, skits, music, reactions, reviews, reactions, reviews, skits, music, podcasting. Fuck, what was the other one I mentioned? Yeah, I say music. People still make songs. They have freestyles, beats, rap battles. There's a variety of musical content. Oh, and then I guess gaming. I think that was the other one I should have said. Gaming, streaming over RL. Streaming, I'm not trying to watch someone life when I can live mines. Mixing it up is better than well, that's why I always do it. Yeah, reviews, reactions, essays, skits, rants, podcasts. Yeah. I might put gaming somewhere in there. I haven't figured it out. I might switch out either. Oh, you said rants. Rants don't exist anymore though, studio. Like, no one ever really does rants anymore. I don't even think if people even use the term rants in their videos anymore. Also, what did Robert say? I missed the other part. Haha, thanks. I blame YouTube. They suggest those videos in the worst spots. They suggest gaming videos and everything that is not gaming, which makes no sense. Like, you think it would be so easy to suggest gaming videos, put them in other videos of the same game, not some random stuff that has nothing to. You know what, Robert, I want to suggest for you is making a channel that's just the back of the backlog, and then uploading like the first maybe 3 or 4 backlog videos you did, and seeing if they loop back around on a new channel with more views. You forgot one thing, and it starts with an A and ends with an R. An A and ends with an R. What the fuck? Starts with an A and ends with an R. An A and ends with an R? What the fuck is that? Anime? No, I was gonna say anime reviews. That's not right. Anime. It ends with an R? I want to say anime, but I don't. Oh, ASMR. That's right. Fucking duh. ASMR is definitely taking over, and as someone who enjoys ASMR, I guess I should have known better. That's on me. I'll take the L for that. I'll take the L for oh, god damn. Oh. I fell, bro. That was bad. Yes, that was bad. Oh, luckily there was a couch here to break the fall. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm glad you guys are entertained. Jesus Christ. Buy another couch. We mean buy with what money, Donnie? Chill out, bro. I have to be making some good money to buy another couch. Shut up. Oh. Nothing's broken on the couch, so we're fine. That's the whole point. Ugh. Have you seen Taco P's Original Sin? I have not. Darkness. Darknesses. I see you. Got the casting couch. Well played. Takapi's original sin. Original goat. No. Yeah, my anime watching's been rough, bro. It's been rough. It's hard, man. It's hard. I think in some ways I was in the best era of storytelling, and as a result, I feel like nothing can match the greatness that I grew up in. I'm also lazy. I think that's the more important part. Fuck! You never want to be lazy, ladies and gentlemen, but it's so easy to fall on this thing and take a nap. It's so easy. Look. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. But life is not about being comfortable. It's about being comfortable within being uncomfortable. Someone fucking put Girl Lagan in their OST trying to be motivational. Bro almost crashed out in the stream this morning. I was like, not row, fight the power. You trying to get me to get up and start becoming fucking successful. You rat bastard. Who told you to do that? But I'm up. I'm up as a result, so I guess it worked. Let's see. They trying to have you watch some hard shit right there. Episode 5 got me effed up. Nah, it just ain't one of your 100 girlfriends animes. Hey, yo. Oh, what's up, Sora-san? I haven't watched the Dawn Season 2. I might just wait until Insock and Bees are best girl. To be fair, I haven't watched much of it either. I took a nap earlier and that turned into a whole 4-hour sleep. But now it's tougher to go to sleep at night. Well, yeah, because you're essentially staying up. That's why. Coming in late to the stream, my bad. Sora-san, you cool, bro. What put you to sleep faster, Ryza or that couch? One of these days, I'm going to do a try not to sleep with Ryza, and you motherfuckers are going to have a field day with that. Calling that, 4 hours sleep at that point is still a nap, bro. 7 animes. Oh, light work, Psycho, my wife, stay back. Hold up! Watch yourself. Oh! Watch yourself. Watch yourself! Let me chill out. Let's see. Man, the Switch 2's been an experience. I need to. Oh, yo, it's late. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's almost midnight. I don't know why. I just realized it was almost midnight. I'm like, why am I yawning? It's only 11:44, and I'm just like, oh, I fucked up. because I normally stream at like 8 o'clock. And then, but like my mom will call me at night, so I try to gap it out. I was like, okay, she calls me around 9 o'clock, so I'll wait until around 9 o'clock before I stream. She did call, and I hung that phone up. And I'm like, all right, cool. It's 9:05. I could probably start at 9:30. And then I took a nap, and my nap went from like 9:30 to like 10 something. It was bad. It was really bad. And then I DoorDashed the crystals, and so I had to wait for the crystals. So it's always some shit. Oh yeah, the like struggle is real, Sora-san. I feel like sometimes I don't like pedal to my fans the way I probably should. Constantly throw, hey guys, new stream, hey guys, new video, hey guys, new short, hey guys, like the video, hey guys, buy the merch, hey guys, comment, hey guys, subscribe. Like I feel like you're not supposed to do that, and you shouldn't have to. If people are interested in you, they should just do that naturally. But it does suck sometimes when you're watching a video with like consistently 17 viewers, and then you look down and you're like, oh, but only 10 likes. So the rest of y'all just hate watching. Hate watching or hate watching? Meaning they hate watching me, or like they're hate watching, meaning they're only watching me because they hate me and they want to see me fail and fuck up. It's the second thing, isn't it? I I've just finished playing a session of Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm starting to play. I start playing, then I can't put it down. I'm in love with that gorilla. Monkey Light, baby. Um, by the way, Terrell, it's that every time for a few years where we all watch a girlfriend. You should watch Trash a Girlfriend. No, I'm not. You try to get me caught up, bro. Um, and that's where we fans need to push the support. I don't want to force y'all to support though. Like I feel like if you like the shit, you'll just support the shit. It's pretty sad when you need another job just to get groceries. Hey man, it is. It's fucking. It sucks. But life has never been fair. So in these moments, oh, you know what we should try real quick though, before I pass out. It's something I wanted to try, and you guys can tell me how it sounds. I bought one of those mini. Shut up, Goki. I bought one of those mini mics. A while back, I had like a gift card for Amazon that I didn't use, and I said, well, you know what I'll probably do? I'm gonna go buy me one of those mini mics that you can get off Amazon and try. And so I bought it, but I haven't used it for anything yet because I haven't really done one of these in a while. So let's see if it works. Now I gotta see if the box is in here like it should be. It fucking better be. Because I got that Bono B. You got that what? I got that Bono B. I got that Bono B. Bono B. Let's see. Yeah, it is in here. Okay, cool. I think people attention span is bad and people are super lazy. Hitting that sub button is a challenge. That's true. Hold on. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. So yeah. We're gonna try these and see if it works. It may not, and that's okay. But we have to try. I also wonder if I can switch mics while I'm streaming. Let's see. All right, hold on. Can you guys not see me? Did it not work? Did it? Am I not live still? It says I'm live. What happened? Okay, so when I tried to plug in the mic, I guess it glitched out the stream, which I guess that's not good. I think I can't do it live. I think that's really what it was. I would have had to start a new stream with the mic. So duly noted, we can't do that midstream, or else it glitches up the stream and it drops it, which I guess makes sense. I think, yeah, because I don't think it lets you switch what mic you're using midstream. It just assumes you're gonna use the one that you've been using this whole fucking time. Why would you change, huh? Why would you change? Why would you loosen it up? Why would you get in the game? We're bit back activity. But it's okay. Although I think I am going to have to end soon for two reasons. One, it is late. And two, my colon said, yo, you just ate a bunch of bread and cheese and you think you going to be a real man and walk that shit off. Nah, we about to take your colon out, bitch. And I'm like, please, dog, not my colon. Like, give me your colon. But yeah, for those who are curious, I do not know what I'm playing tomorrow. Since we beat Expedition 33, I don't really have a game in question. Would you guys want another IRL stream, though? Like, would you guys want another IRL stream? Or would you guys prefer something else? Because I don't really have a game in mind yet. Nothing's really come to mind. No, not Honey Pot. Get the fuck out of here. Also, Tyrone's been playing that in secret. Y'all don't know, but if you're friends with him on Steam, you'll see it. It's just honeys everywhere. Honeys that make you go pop, 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 bow, 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 bow. I'm getting delusional. This is bad. When I start rambling, that means I'm tired. That means I'm out, bro. I'm out. On top of that, drinking all this water is not helping. I think the thing is the IRL stream, like this IRL stream stuff has been beneficial to me. Like you guys I tend to get the most viewership, I think, on these videos. Particularly because they're kind of unpredictable, even though in most cases I'm in my house like a fucking loser. Ah! All right, let me stop. I'm acting up again. Oh, Lord. I am glad I have the IRL stuff because I'm walking around, so I'm kind of somewhat burning a little bit of that food off because, you know, fat back. Welcome back to my big bag. I'm about to blow out my toilet and ain't gonna know what's coming to get it. I don't know why it makes me think of that Scooby-Doo song from Zombie Island. Another spooky night, another scary fright, and you just might be in danger. Oh, the ghost is here. It's a frightening task to face our fears and the creep in the mask. Oh, the ghost is here. Oh, give me a break. It's fake. Oh shit! I don't know why that came up. By the way, you can't even get the good version of that song on the fucking like musical apps. It's like the alternate version that's sung. And I hate that, bro. You always hit us against the fan. Oh, dude, I thought it was like a roller coaster ride though. Where it's like, fly away now, fly away now, fly away. Fly, which is funny. I know the second season is out. But I haven't watched any of it yet, although I need to. Oh, not terror. No. Oh, the trees begin to moan, and the monsters getting grown. Rotting faces full of slime. Don't you know it's terror time? 'Cause it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You hear the screeching of the air. You know the zombies on the ground. I feel like that's not the right line because I know I'm mixing that and another line where it goes, and here goes the scary part. Yeah, I'm mixing something up. That's on me. Zion Island is a hood classic. You can't call that a hood classic, dog. That's not what the fuck it is, bro. It's not a hood classic. It's just a classic. Hood classics are like hood classics would be classics that are specifically defined by hood activity. Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island is not hood activity, okay? It's life. And it's real. Because the ghosts are here. All the music in the movie is great. Man, I need to rewatch that film, bro. I want to rewatch the fuck out of that film. It's so good. Like, it's funny, on the Juices Loose, you have everybody geeking out about real films. Fuck that. Give me my cartoon films, bro. I'm all about my cartoon films. I'm waiting for someone to start singing Hex Girls in the comics. I mean, in the comments, not comics. Comics is for Superman and the Fantastic Four, which I wonder how many of you guys were going to go see this weekend or have already seen. And if you have seen it, how is it? Hey, man, I love cartoon films now. Yeah, but it took you too fucking long, Robert. You're too old now. You got potential grade coming into your body, bro. It's starting to slink into your scalp. You haven't seen it yet, but you're gonna get that one gray hair and be like, fuck! I'm old now. This shit sucks. What about them damn kids? Fuck them kids. Fuck them. Oh, shit. Ew, that can't finesse people. That's good activity. That's crazy, Steve. It's hood activity to finesse somebody. What about scammers? Are all scammers hood motherfuckers? I did think Fantastic Four was pretty great. I'm gonna wait until later before I go see that film. Superman was a day one because I was excited for Superman. I'm not excited for Fantastic Four, so I'm gonna just let Fantastic Four rock. I just wanna rock. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. No more sugar and chicken wings for me before bed. Because this shit out here is dangerous. Dangerous. Danger. I'm talking about danger. Get on the floor. Put it right here. Sing it. It's so long. Sing it. It's been on. Stop. Mystical has like my favorite songs because he's yelling at you and all them bitches. Danger! Danger! Get on the floor! If anyone, if y'all listen to fucking, if y'all listen to Mystical from back in the day, my dog was the wildest man. Even his lyrics off of Move Bitch, it's like, who bought you them fucking TVs and them jewelry, bitch? Tell me that. Nah, I ain't better. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you like this, you better not walk in front of my tour bus. Move, bitch. Bitches, you just threatened vehicular manslaughter? Is that what you did, motherfucker? I think that's illegal. I don't think you can do that. Why you threaten to hit bitches? That's crazy. It is funny as fuck, though. The Head Girls were baddies. The Head Girls were definitely baddies. And the Cat Demons were fucking evil. Which bummed me out because some of them can get it. The animation style at this time was fucking lit. Alright, people messaging in Discord. I'm not happy about it. Mystical to go. If you see that me fight the Grizzly, help the bear. If you see me fighting the... I know some of y'all don't know about Mystical. Go look up Mystical tracks, bro. Yeah. If you see me fighting a grizzly bear, help the bear. Oh, some old school rap songs were the funniest things, just because the shit just got more and more absurd. I couldn't take it, bro. The insanity was peak. It was peak. It was so good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I gotta go though, because my colon's about to destroy me, and unfortunately, I'm not strong enough to take this pressure. Also, it's probably good to get all this fuck out of the body as I'm ingesting all this agua. Just look up "Help the Bear." Help the bear! We've been drinking water though, so we're good. We start off as big backs, but our back might. We about to. We started off the stream on big back activity, and by the end of it, our back about to get blown out. Oh no! Oh no! Tomorrow will be a stream of something. I haven't figured it out, but no, in all seriousness though, thank you guys for the support. If you enjoy these types of streams, let me know in the comments. Also, we are done. We are done with all the Mario and Luigi brothership parts I've been uploading. So guess what we're uploading now? We're uploading the KH2 playthrough from a couple years ago. So if anyone liked that playthrough that was on Twitch that just never got re-uploaded because Twitch is a piece of shit, then the first 8 parts are actually already on the channel. I just haven't like made them available. But the members might get some of that content early. But just know, the KH2 playthrough's coming back, baby, with a vengeance. But with that being said, my colon said it can't take no more. And I've been walking around this fucking den for like a better half of an hour. So I gotta figure that shit out. Don't worry, I checked my plumbing. My plumbing can take take these rockets, dog. It's about to get blown out, but it's gonna handle it. And I'm gonna be 50 pounds lighter. I'm the only motherfucker who can eat 5 crystals and some tater tots and some lemonade and come out of that bitch lighter than I was when I went into it. Because that's the kind of man I am. With that being stated, though, seriously, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the love and attention. I've truly, truly appreciate it. We're going to keep grinding. The growth has been steady. It's looking nice. We're looking real nice out here. So we don't stop. We keep going. Life is indeed a game. Play to win. I have the PlayStation controller here, but I don't want to touch it because it's for cowards. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you once again. Have a good night. And please remember, I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it this time. Like TSS always said, wash your motherfucking hands. Because I'm going to wash mine. I'm definitely washing mine. Because they might be a whole new shade of melanin after this adventure. La 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 la. All right, we're done. We're done. Good night, everybody. Good night.